Well, basically I see many games of, well, intermediate players or even a little bit more than that, and tiny bit calculating or very, very precise calculating is something that I see, well, pretty much each one does it to his own level. But what I want to get done today is to look at enough position and get a feeling of when we should stop calculating. I mean, which lines should we calculate and when we should stop calculating in any given position. And the best thing actually to practice it is just to basically do some puzzles or some things like that, which is what we're going to do today. Okay, so this is the position and white to play. And actually it's interesting, there are, well, the idea is quite obvious, but there are two ways to achieve it. Yes.
D7.
Seriously?
Yep.
Okay. And if I take? And if I move the king? And if I take? Dude, like what was that? Huh? No, but that's exactly why we have gathered here today. No, like seriously, yeah, rook takes. No, we're going to see this in a second. You know, from some weak moment of, I don't know, mercy and being nice, I haven't mentioned your name, so the billions of people that are going to watch it on YouTube, not gonna, but after the show, Ben and me going to leave your address and email, phone, everything, so people can bother you. No, but this is winning. No, the pawn wants to promote, of course. Rook g8. Actually, you don't even have to, I mean, okay, you can just promote. Take. I don't know, somehow win here in great style. Well, just bring the king and that's it. Like black king cannot approach the pawn. White has an extra piece, right? He's going to win this pawn and make a queen one day. As opposed to Julian here sitting just in front of me, looking at the camera, big smile. No, like d7. And you're not going to win this one, right? So we're going to think better. But this exactly is the thing. When we see an idea, okay, the idea is to push the pawn, make it a queen, whatever. No, I agree. Okay, next one. Okay, we'll flip the board. Black is to play here. No, this is actually a very, very decent one. Like just, there are several pieces that are hanging, right? I mean, the bishop on f1 can be captured, the knight on d5, the knight on f6. Okay.
Bishop takes up.
Huh?
Bishop takes up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do we do?
Bishop takes up.
Okay.
Bishop h3.
Okay. Black would like to take, well, black would like to win some material somehow. But the question is how to take on f1. Right? I mean, because there are pieces that are hanging. So the question is how to take this bishop. Let's start with the most actually natural capture, right? Rook takes f1, rook takes, bishop takes, and then knight capture on f6, right? White has a choice. White doesn't have to automatically capture the bishop. Well, he's just going to lose, just going to be a knight down. So, after capture, no big problems actually for black here. Actually, which move black will play here? Yeah, he has to take the a2 pawn. Right, I mean, of course, the pawn endgame is just losing, nothing to see. Yeah, maybe black is actually better here still, because he will win this pawn and knight will be notoriously horrible defending against outside pass pawns. Yeah, this is still better. Probably draw. You know, here, attacking this pawn. Black will take here, but all this could have been prevented. First bishop take. Julian's proudest moment. No, because that's the big thing. If rook takes f1 as before, rook take with a check. So basically white has to capture in this way, because if he takes here, black is not going to take the knight, but will play check. So that process of thinking when there are many captures, well, it's quite basic but important, because just any other wrong sequence, well, white would be alive. Okay, well, let's do now one that is, I think, more challenging. Okay, white is to play. No, but here we need to see exactly and not to speak. Queen d7. And why does this move make sense? You want to attack the rook, right?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. Queen d7. Okay. Alright, I'll play this move.
d6.
Huh? Rook d6? No, but actually here you have a big threat. No, what is your threat? Not knight f6. Rook takes g6, right. Like, that's actually a big threat. I cannot allow you to play this way. And if pawn takes checkmate. Okay. So that is true. So after queen d7, maybe I need to play this. Not the prettiest move, but what to do? Okay, I'll play this move. Not totally clear. Okay, I mean it's actually reasonable, queen d7. It's not a move to be rejected. Quickly. Okay, other moves. Julian, something, maybe. Ah, queen d7 also. All right, maybe something else. Queen g5. Okay, so you have a threat to play queen h6. And do you have also another threat there? Okay, so how can black prevent both threats? No, this is really important actually to think that way. How is black going to prevent both of those threats? Rook e6, exactly. Okay, what white will play there? I mean, we want to learn how to think, how to calculate. So we have... Okay, king h7.
h6, d7 checkmate.
Yeah, that is true. No, this, you know, as opposed to the previous puzzles that were very, very forcing move, like immediately captures and get your idea, or capture and just end up being up material. I mean, okay, there are no captures in this position. There's not anything immediate that's winning something. But what about queen g5? So if we don't have any checks or captures, we should be looking at threats, something that is going to lead you to winning material. So there are two major threats for white. One that is quite simple to see, forking the rook and the king. That's a simple one. But the second one is tiny trickier. It's to play queen h6. And from there we would like to play queen g7 checkmate. And the big problem is that, let's say black just moves his rook. White is threatening queen g7 checkmate. Black cannot cover this square because the knight will capture it. And he cannot capture the knight because the queen is undefended. So that's why in this position, well, there's really one move that will be able to defend the queen and protect, well, get the rook out. Actually, there's another move. This move is also legal, because now if queen here, the king will go out. But white is winning here by playing knight f6, attacking the rook. And the second threat is knight d7, forking the king and the queen. So it's anyway going to cost black a decent amount of material. All right, so rook e6. Yeah, now very important to see our forcing moves. Check. Black has one move. Check. Okay, it might be difficult for people that never seen those patterns, but well, when we see the patterns and no patterns, which is a huge part of calculation, they just make everything so fast. You don't need to think about it. You just know, oh, okay, I can force the king to move to that square, and then I'm going to give check, and then checkmate. So is white checkmating black in this puzzle? Not really. Is white forcing to win material? Actually, yes. By the move queen g5 that starts with, just starting with a big threat. Okay, so in any position, and we will do more and more and more, we will either see if we have captures or threats. Now puzzle, and those two are okay. How about this one? All right, someone's going to tell me what to play here other than whatever is going on that table. Black to play. Hey, I should flip the board. Be nice. So the big question is finding targets in white's position if you are black. If you will find the targets, then you will find the right move. Things that are not defended, things that can be under attack, things that cannot easily be defended, and so on. Yes? It looks like half raising the hand, right? I'll take it.
Bishop to b5.
Bishop, but he will take black to play, right?
Yeah.
But white will take the bishop.
queen to A1.
And if the bishop will go back? It came from there, right? So, okay. Plus, it doesn't have to take, right?
Right.
Okay, so it's not going to be that move. I mean, let's think about whatever you want. Pieces, pawns that are not defended in white's position. Well, let's ask this. Is the knight on A5 defended or not? First question. Anything, some mysterious unseen power defending this knight? Nothing, right? No. So the knight is not defended. Now what about this pawn? Is this pawn defended? Is this pawn defended? No, yes, no, so, comme ci, comme ça. Why? One attacker, one defender, right? I agree. Well, it's defended by the king. It's under attack by the bishop. So it's really not defended, right? Basically, maybe defended would be something like +1 to the defenders. Right? So if there are 5 attacking pieces and 5 defenders, 0. So it's not defended. Right? Like capture. Basically, it means if you will bring one more defender, you're going to win it. So the knight is not defended, and the pawn is not defended. So how can we find a move to attack both of them? Right? Anyone here studied geometry? Right? Geometry? Ugh, don't like geometry.
Triangle.
Triangle. My goodness, that's a sophisticated one. Okay, so if we will, here, see, I will show you my mighty skills, my mighty geometry skills. Okay. But how do you cancel those arrows, dude? They're like forever here. Ugh. All right.
Like when you drew them, it would just...
Not gonna work. All right, but we will do this. So this is a knight. Okay. So how about this? This is our diagonal. Amazing, Julian. Respect. So this is our knight. Okay. This is our diagonal. Incredible how it works, right? Incredible. So this square can maybe go here. Oops. And go here. No, but that's really, really important to find pieces that are undefended and how to attack them. Here you go. Pieces or threats. So black is threatening now, kind of checkmate. Huh?
You get win a pawn.
You get to win a pawn? No.
You go bishop takes ace.
No, but of course it's wrong, right? I mean, by the way, this is, okay, another topic just for you. But this is winning a knight, right? You were serious about playing bishop take h2? We'll see about that. But, no, just 2 threats, right? Gonna take here, and kind of gonna win the game. By the way, bishop take is actually, well, what does it mean? It means that you saw the idea, but play the wrong way. It's still winning a pawn. That's actually true. Well, what does it mean? It means that EP, you've seen the connection between the e5 square to h2, but instead, that's an interesting straight line. Don't know how it came, but the queen is attacking the knight somehow. Okay, you know. Let it be this way. Okay, let's see if this make it a bit more straight line. That's more straight. All right. But you won a pawn where you could have won a knight. But seriously, this topic of finding pieces that are undefended, no, is huge. Let's see if we can have something exactly like that. Undefended pieces. Let's make it this position. Okay, what black play? So we will do exactly the same thing. We'll think about squares that maybe can be under attack, pieces, pawns, kings, whatever, and see how we can do it. You know?
I thought the other way was simpler.
The other way was simpler?
The other position.
Giving you my whatever face expressions, 1,000 face expression to show amazement, shock. Well, what would you play in this? Well,
In the other one, I would have played knight takes h3.
so what would you play in this? Maybe I missed something. Now you scare me.
Because here, after knight takes h3, I don't know what to do after king f1. Oh, dude, you don't do that. You just go
Yes?
g5.
Yeah, queen d5.
What are you doing? That didn't sound. I thought it was hard to do.
I thought I put a cat. Right? That is Looney Tunes. But from Looney Tunes, no, seriously, like, what's
What's your connection?
what a connection? Well, I mean, no, seriously, I'm going to speak with your math geometry teacher in school. Like, what's going on here? Like, you draw some lines, you connect some point, boom, there, and that's right. I mean, okay, here, dude, look. Right? Under attack once, defended once. Under attack once, defended once. Okay, well, here, boom, boom. Right? So, huh? Yeah. No, but queen g5 is winning because same thing, right? It's threatening checkmate and threatening the rook. And the thing is, dude, I told you, you're a very good player, and you know that. And it was actually really nice, the piece you gave me. This was really cool. But, no, looking at the immediate capture, it's just an instinct, and it's wrong. That's why the other one was immediate for you. Not because it was the right thing. Look, if you had thought correctly, seriously, think about that. You would have said that in this position, let's see the previous position. No, it's actually really interesting, I thought that this is going to be somewhat easier for you, and yeah, it is, but the concepts are. So what Julian said in this position, black to play, let me say, yeah. Okay, so because he immediately wanted to think about capture, right? So he said, okay, it's in the idea in second, I know that. So I will take, and play this move, and I'm going to win material. Check. Rook, so you're going to take a pawn and a rook, 6 points today, give a knight, 3, you win something. But what you should have said is, oh, the g5 square is connecting the king and the rook, knight take h3 is the way to get there. If you had said that here, then, dude, then this position would have been much easier. It's not knight h3 that is the heart of the idea. It is the g5 square and the connection between g5, the rook to the king. Right? Okay, so queen g5 is winning. And once again, seeing two spots that are not defended, whether it is h3 or g1 or d8. No, this is how winning material happens in a game. It's not that your opponent plays a move, you just go and take it. Well, that happens at very low levels. But at higher levels, you want to connect some things. Yes?
With this one, I'm curious how this would play out, because I think maybe what he's worried about is then here if he pushes the
G-pawn?
G-pawn, yeah, to attack the knight. And I just wonder how it plays out.
But okay, but why to bother here?
Oh, sorry, what?
Why to bother here? For example, For example, you know, I was analyzing with Nakamura in the Sinkfield Cup, and no, at some point he said, like, his game against Carlsen here. He said, oh yeah, I looked at that and why to bother? A friend of mine, like, completely fell in love with this, like, idea of why to bother, which means, okay, it's pointless in some way to play some position. This is really important to understand. When I say why to bother, it means, let's say that I just play whatever. Let's say I just take. Okay, what's the problem? What's the problem? You know what? I will go more. Let's say that the king was here. Let's say, and now you can't take the knight. Okay, so what you're telling me is this. Oh, you only want 2 points of material and not 3 or 4. But that's exactly the discussion that is why to bother. I don't care, you know, if I'm winning, completely winning, totally winning, don't care, right? It's like, how was, you know, since Carlsen spoke about Seinfeld, I will do the same. It's like in one of the, I think the first episode when they are in the dryer where he's saying, well, is it, you know, don't over dry it. Like he's waiting and spinning, and you know what Jerry tells George? He says, there is no such a thing over dry. It's like dead. There is no something over dead. It's either dead or not. It's either dry or not. It's so correct, right? It's dry, it's dry. If it's not dry, so it's the same thing. It's, yeah, you can say winning, completely winning, but it's winning. So we're not gonna over dry, over dead, or over win. White to play. Oh, I've seen it. Yes? Kinda? No? No. Okay, well then very good what we're doing here. What's our UCF these days? What's our UCF rating these days?
Like
1700? Yeah, that's what I remembered, but I had to question myself, saying that you don't see that. Oh man.
Used to be 1800.
Used to be.
1803 and then it went down to 1801.
Hmm.
It was 1902 when I still correct.
No, but actually, seriously, you should see that quite easily. Like now, no joke. Like it means we need to do way more of those positions. No, okay, you know, here comes someone annoying me, in that sense, to tell you that you need to do that. No, we will have someone else that find the answer, Julian, other than you. And if we have to stay until 3:30, we will. Hmm? No. No coffee. No. Any idea, Nathan? Well, we need some, I mean, this is more difficult, but you need some vision. I mean, the part of visualizing the position is important here. So let's see, the material is kind of equal. Well, white has some pretty pair of bishops, but quite equal other than that. This rook, right here.
Yeah, so I'm looking at it.
Huh?
That's what I'm looking at.
Looking at the rook? I'm looking at the rook. He's under attack once. And potentially, right? Potentially under attack twice, right? By which piece? The D1 rook. So, let's say, okay, let's start. Let's say that the position was like this. Make it easier. If this was the position.
Oh yeah, I do.
Oh yeah, right? Easy. Why? Because, okay, you just have a basic discover check, check, and you're going to take. Actually, it's quite funny that this position is maybe not totally clear because white king is weak. But in principle, that's what you will play and then take the rook, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the idea of connecting the rook with the bishop moving is out there. No, okay. So now, in our list of forced moves, there has to be a pawn there, right? In our list of forced moves, well, what are our forcing moves? Check, capture, and threat. Okay, in the hierarchy of threats, okay, which threat is going to be the main one? No, in general, which threat? In general, forget about this position. For the computer, go crazy here.
Oh,
Checkmate. Yes. So checkmate is first threat that we want to see, right? Checkmate, attacking the queen, and some material, right?
yes.
All right. So if the king was on h7, this would have been just easy discover check. But if you take here, what are you really threatening?
Oh wow, I'm so dumb. Oh god.
Ah, videotape, Zoom, and like an address. You have the address? Okay.
I was really think you want to drink.
I'll put it on my Facebook homepage, like, you know, like everyone.
I was really think you want to drink queen takes h7 and shit takes. But then the queen doesn't even attack you. I know, I'm like.
That's nice economical idea, right? You're going to give 13 points to get 6. That's no, but that's what he said. Want to take on f5 and take on d8. But no, seriously. By the way, Nathan, isn't it exactly the same as you've seen the idea, but just not the way, just not the right move order? No, that's serious. No, so if we take on h7, no, what we have here? Well, we're just threatening checkmate here. So the opponent cannot say, oh, I want to take the rook, I want to move here, I want to move there. No, those are our two spots that are undefended. No, but okay, it's, you know, at least you will go home today and maybe I'll be nice and I will even recommend you some books to do. And maybe this embarrassment will not repeat itself. But just gonna win the game here. Take and take on d8. So what, you know, no checkmate, but white winning material, right? By forcing move. No, those, actually, you know, it's, you know, we're supposed to do strategic ideas and so on, but before all the strategic things, you know, calculating correctly is a tiny bit more important. Okay, this one I really like. Why to play? You see it? Think so. All right. Don't see it? Think so, or certain you don't see it? So Nathan, what's your idea? Just tell me.
Wait.
Wait, that's not a very promising start after you said you've seen it.
I was gonna say knight f5. I wasn't thinking knight f5 after.
Knight f5?
Yeah, I was thinking knight f5.
And if I take?
I take. Well, you take with the pawn.
I take with the pawn.
I was thinking bishop takes, and I just go straight to bishop takes e7. But
Not gonna work.
yeah, I know.
Not working. Alright. Bishop take d6. No, white. Take.
Bishop h7, and then knight.
And if I move, not here.
Take your
Yeah, and this joke I do. I go here.
knight d6.
Okay, so
Oh, actually, now I see it.
yes.
It's c4.
Okay, queen c5.
Bishop takes. Hey, no, oh, God. Oh. That's you know, take the knight and you go bishop takes.
Okay, so we clearly see this, right? We see the rook potentially aiming at the queen, right? Well, it will happen every time you see a rook and a queen on the same file, something to look at. And those two, I don't know which words I'm allowed even to use if it's on YouTube. Probably not the ones I'm thinking, but those two kids out there. No, yeah, it's long.
Two people.
Young, brilliant, smart kids out there.
Yeah.
Well, they want to sacrifice like madmen on h7, and then maybe potentially get the bishop and find themselves with a knight down in all lines. Or even something like, for example, just so you see, knight f5, and then, okay, you can maybe move the bishop, let's say, no? Attack the queen and this, right? But here I can just take, and won quite a lot of material, right? Like rook, knight, bishop, like mamma mia a lot for a queen, right? So that's not so cool. So basically, even if you win the queen, but you pay too much, well, chess is a game of, seriously, it's material game. How much you're going to pay for how much you want to get most of the time. Okay. So all those immediate captures are not working. But if captures are not working and checks are not working, let's see if we have any threat that can make it happen. Okay, do we have a checkmate threat? No. And plus it's not going to... Can we attack the queen? Sort of. What does sort of mean?
You do bishop c2 or something.
But what happened to c4? You suggested c4 before. Is c4 attacking the queen?
Yes.
Okay, so what's the problem?
Queen c5.
Just goes queen c5, and now I know that you're going to allow me to sleep peacefully tonight because you will suggest the right move, right? So c4 is okay now, yes. Very exciting.
Oh, b4. Oh no.
Yes, slowly, no pressure.
Oh, you do b4.
But before I'm just going to take.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I don't want to kill you, but maybe I'll have to. Okay, how can we attack the queen another way?
Knight b3.
Yeah, and you say knight b3, it's the right move, but obviously not with the right idea. What have you done now with knight b3?
Oh, okay, you left the open file for open. What?
Yes? You open the file, no, what?
Oh, I get it now. Oh, I get it. Oh, okay. Then when the queen goes to u2, bishop takes d6, and you over.
So basically by playing two super duper forced moves. By the way, which one were both of them? Attacking the queen, right? No, when you attack your opponent queen, really, like 99%, he probably has to move the queen. Like really, okay, 97, whatever, something like that. Like very, very randomly, there can be something more powerful. For example, a check, which is of course forcing move, or a checkmate threat, something that basically will allow him not to move the queen. But you can force it. That's really important. And now it's winning. Take, take. And this idea. Hey, in the game, this happened in the game. Black took, and black lost. Okay. Of course, practically this was the right decision. Yes, 2 pieces for a queen, some play, but he's down just too much material and lost. But the important thing of thinking in that way, okay, force moves, check captures. If not, how can I create threats and what is my goal? It was clear that the goal is to get something on the d-file, some discover. No, okay. So see forcing way to get it. And actually a very decent way. No, just to do puzzles. Like there are puzzles in any level, like from super beginners, intermediate. Probably you two can do some better puzzles. And without mentioning names, probably better use of chess time would be to get a decent book and like seriously solve it. Put the puzzle on a position, not move the pieces, think, preferably not suggest a move after 30 seconds, and so on, other than more serious things I'm saying, other than doing other things. So that was tiny bit of our forced thinking process, checks, captures, mainly intermediate moves.